I still remember that strange, quiet morning like it was yesterday. I just settled into the couch with a cup of coffee, ready to enjoy a rare day off in an otherwise routine life. My wife, Charlotte, had already left for work, and the house was finally calm. Just me, the sound of birds outside, and the comforting silence that you only find when you're completely alone. But just as I was sinking into that moment, the doorbell rang. Odd. We weren't expecting anyone, and Charlotte hadn't mentioned anything. I got up, a bit reluctantly, half expecting a delivery or maybe a neighbor with a random request. But when I opened the door, there stood my mother-in-law, Mrs. Anthony. Now, Mrs. Anthony is a character all on her own. In her late 50s, but sharp as a tack, with this ever-present spark in her eye that always makes you feel like she knows more than she lets on. She usually called before dropping by, so her arrival was already unusual. "Bronson," she exclaimed, flashing a bright smile as she breezed past me and into the house without waiting for an invitation. "I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd bring over some pastries. I know Charlotte's at work, but I figured you might enjoy a little company." Caught off guard, I followed her to the kitchen, wondering if this was some new bonding attempt. We'd always had a polite, friendly relationship, but nothing that warranted random drop-ins. I couldn't deny, though, that the pastries she brought smelled amazing. She set up the kitchen counter with a spread that would make any bakery jealous: croissants, muffins, even a loaf of fresh bread. "So," she said casually, pouring us both coffee, "how's married life treating you?" It seemed like an innocent question, but something about her tone made me pause. I laughed lightly and gave the usual answer: "Good,